Today we're going to learn about family vocabulary in English. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the nuclear family, also known as a small family. This typically includes parents and their children. Next, we have the father. The father is often considered the head of the family and is commonly called dad. Lucas, for example, my father is an engineer and loves reading. Now let's talk about the mother. The mum is usually the maternal figure in the family. Mother, for instance, my mother makes the best cakes in the world. Child or children are the sons and daughters of the couple. A son is a boy in the family. For example, my son loves playing football. A daughter is a girl in the family. For instance, my daughter draws very well. Brother or brothers and sister or sisters are the other children in the family. The older brother is the eldest brother. The younger brother is the youngest brother. The older sister is the eldest sister, and the younger sister is the youngest sister. For example, my older sister helps me with my homework. The extended family, sometimes called the big family, includes relatives beyond the immediate family. Grandparents are the parents of our parents. Grandfather, the father of our father or mother. For example, my grandfather tells fascinating stories. Grandmother, the mother of our father or mother. An example would be my grandmother cooks delicious traditional meals. Uncles and aunts, the brothers and sisters of our parents. Uncle, the brother of our father or mother. For example, my uncle lives in Italy. Aunt, the sister of our father or mother. For instance, my aunt is a doctor. Cousins, the children of our uncles and aunts. We use the term cousin for both boys and girls. For example, my cousin and I are the same age. The in-laws, family by marriage. Father-in-law and mother-in-law, the parents of one's spouse. For example, my father-in-law is very kind to me. Brother-in-law and sister-in-law, the siblings of one's spouse or the spouses of one's siblings. For instance, my brother-in-law is a great musician. Son-in-law and daughter-in-law, the husband or wife of one's child. For example, my son-in-law works in IT. Other family terms. Godchild, godson or goddaughter, a child for whom one is a godparent, godfather or godmother. People chosen to spiritually guide a child. For example, my godmother gave me a beautiful bracelet for my birthday. Twins, two children born from the same pregnancy. For example, my cousins are twins and look very much alike. In a small house in the countryside, a happy family lived together. There was Dad, Mom, Lucas and Sophie, the two children. Lucas was the older brother and Sophie was the younger sister. Every weekend they visited their grandparents who lived a few miles away. Their grandfather, a retired sailor, always told exciting adventure stories. Their grandmother made a delicious chocolate cake that everyone loved. One day, during a family gathering, Uncle Peter and Aunt Mary came over with their children, Leo and Emma, the cousins of Lucas and Sophie. They played in the garden while the adults talked. One afternoon, their brother-in-law Matthew, the husband of their older sister Claire, announced big news. He was going to be a father. The whole family was thrilled and started preparing for the arrival of the future baby. In this big, loving family, everyone had a place and a role, and every moment spent together was precious.